All right. So the numbers for Wednesday are in. Everything has been officially approved and checked, double checked stuff. So Muf- Mufasa is again in number two for the second day in a row. But one of them day I want to say those days so badly, but it's one of them days. One of them days coming in first place again. So as we can see, based on the data, Mufasa is still holding strong. It's not. I'm not sure where it's going to end up, but for this week, but we'll know by tomorrow if it end up at first or second place overall. So with 20 moves in, let's check yesterday. See how many is. Yeah, 20. So all of them has been calculated. So with 20 moves in, as we can see, one of them days is first, Mufasa second, as it was yesterday. Double check it here. But this is why I said we don't know where it's going to end. Because look how what it was the day before. See? So, so many days they're flipping, but Mufasa is staying at the top. It's either one or two, one or two. So, see? So we don't know where it would end up by the end of this. So far, it looks like Mufasa can end up at number one, but it's going to be close. Now, again, to all the Sonic fans and Disney haters, the numbers do not lie. I did a math. In fact, I'm going to pull it up. I have it, actually have it up, still have it up. So I did a math. Don't want to come in bright. All right, come in though. So I did a math just a little while ago before I went live. And as you can see, the with the international, yes, the international box office number did come in from Mufasa, and Mufasa has crossed over 600 million as of yesterday. I This is why I was predicting was going to happen. It happened, and Sonic has slightly increased its amount. But Mufasa at OHR just made a major jump. Now, these are numbers that just came in. They're not fully for this week. They're not. They're still calculated. For all I know, it could be another 10 million coming from Mufasa over the next few days internationally. Um could be up to 20 million in total. Because again, it was slower yesterday, but it just jumped up today. Now, as you can see, one of those, like I say, one of those days, those one of them days is the first, Mufasa second. Then we got Wolfman, then of these, and the complete unknown in fifth. Sonic is now falling to sixth place. It's no longer in the top five. And when we look at the first of all, I'm gonna get on to one of them days. So it's just a domestic release, right? And from what we know about movies or movie theaters and how they work, majority of movie theaters do not take any of the ticket sales within the first 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how the contract work out. But in the first 2 to 4 weeks, if you don't know, this came out five 5 days before this number. It came out right now. As of right now, it came out 6 days ago. So it came out on the 17th. It is the 23rd today. So because it's 23rd, you can see officially it came out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Huh. Oh well, I'm putting this in the premiere, but Fishing came out here, so this is 6 days here. Premiere at the end of premiere is 7 days. So in total, if we put in 7 days, the premiere I don't think is counted towards the what movies they're to take, but it's still adding into the growth. So and this is officially 1 week. The movie cost summary 14. It made 18 domestically. So if the movie theaters is taking anywhere between, if they are taking, let's see, if they take 0%, that means they his money back. If they take up to 10%, because again it's between most of the time it's 2 week after 2 weeks. First 2 weeks, uh, studios get 100% of ticket sales. After 2 weeks, that's when they start slowing up to 20%. So let's look. If we look at this way, first, as of right now, the first first up to now, if up to now they all this went straight to the studio. Studio made money back, but let's look at it as if the move there took up to 20% as of right now. 10% is 1.6 million. 20% is 3.2 million. Wait, yeah, no, yeah, 3.2 million. So 3.2 million minus this is roughly. Uh, let's round this up. Say since it's 3.2, let's just take 3 million from here. That's that's 13 million. How much was it? How much did it cost to make? Nope, 14 million. So there is out of, if movie theater were taking 20% from the start, they almost made the full cost. If movie theater, because again here, they almost made the full cost. As you can see here, it says 1.1, 20%, take 20%, that would be full cost. It roughly made the full cost already. If movie they would take 10% or 0%, they made the full cost back. So this movie is gonna, based on, I mean, if you're going based on box office, it's gonna be commercial success, or it's a commercial, or whatever one it is, it's gonna be a success regardless, based on the income. But it's gonna make his income. Also, they say where worldwide here, but it's only domestic. Just interesting. So this made all his money back domestically. If this is out for say another month, it's gonna double this. So it'd be funny if this movie ended up being the highest profit movie based on budgets to performance of the year. That'd be really funny. It's the first movie. It was like first. What? No, it's been 3 movies so far this month, but it's the first. It'll be funny. That's all I'm saying. If the percentage wise, it make like, I don't know. Let's say it make 40. That's rough. Let's say it make, let's say it make 50 50. Let's make 50. That's just over 40 times the count. Like, that'd be funny. I'm just okay, but yes. Now let's go on to Sonic and Mufasa. So I did a math. First of all, as you can see, Mufasa has crossover 600 billion worldwide. This is as of yesterday and everything. You can see this is what it made today. You see it was doing good over the weekend. It showed second place here. It's still strong. It's still strong here. It was in third place here. But when you look at what was in first, it was this again, it's this these two movies that just came out. So that's understandable. But as you can see, it's holding steady as first and second place with only one third place. So it's holding fairly steady. As you see for the weekly numbers, it let's let's look again. You see it was first for 2 weeks, then dropped down to second. What then of these come in first? At domestic. But it wasn't look, you could tell it wasn't by much. They kept flipping back and forth, but then of these came out on top. This week it's not then of these, it might be one of those days, so it could end up in second place. Yeah, you don't know yet. I mean I could do the math, but they go from let me double check. At Friday to Thursday. So depends on what the number come in today. That's the only way you can tell where which one is going to be first. You have to add in today's number, which again it's not in yet, being calculated. So now, I can't. This doesn't really show international numbers, right? Like it does here, which is unfortunate because it'd be nice to see where it fell. But Mufasa, I mean, based on just this alone, you can tell Mufasa has been number one at the box office internationally for 5 weeks in a row. Could be going on six because again, there's really no other movie competing with it internationally. Like, Wolfman does this have have an international, but again, not really competed with. So for the 6 week, Mufasa's there's a good chance Mufasa is just gonna be number one for the 6 week in a row. So now I did the math, and you can see Sonic did go up from yesterday, well, from 2 days ago, really, by just 1 million. While Mufasa went up today from a few days ago by 20, roughly 20. But if you look at domestic Sonic, let's, let's, let me pull it up here. So Mufasa is here, and Sonic. So you can see Sonic's in sixth place. So, so Sonic, this is double check. It's the same. So over the past few days, Sonic added what? Go down here and look at it. Two, listen, 2 million, almost 1.5 million, roughly 1.5 million. What did Mufasa add in the same time? Over 2 million. So in 2 days, Mufasa added around 500 million more than Sonic. Yeah, I'm just going based on numbers. We can see the numbers here. Oh, on the wrong one. We can see the number here, and as I calculated here, you see this is roughly what they made over the past 7 days, and what they made in total. I did a calculation here. So, and at the end, from what I can tell, Mufasa has made six 5.4 million more than Sonic over the last 7 days. From last Thursday to this Wednesday. That's what I calculated here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can see, every day Mufasa was leading. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Every day Mufasa was leading, which resulted in Mufasa making uh here 5.4 million more than Sonic over the past 7 days domestic. And Sonic is finally dropped down to sixth place. It was flirting with five, then it jumped back to two, then four, then dropped down to six. Now it can't jump back up to, let's say it can jump back up to, it could jump back up to two this weekend, but it could also jump to three or four. Right now, don't know, but as far as we know, based on everything, Mufasa and one of those days are basically jumping back between one and two uh, at the box office. Drop down to three. See, this is what I'm saying. One, two here, three here, one here. Let's look at Mufasa. For those same 5 days. Let's look at Mufasa. One, 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 two, two. So she's going based on the numbers. 5 days. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 over 5. 1 point. 1.05. 1.4. And so 1.4 on one of those days is a day from here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 over 5.4. 1.8. So this is what I'm saying. Mufasa can still end up in number one based based on this because 1.4 is higher than 1.7. But again, this is just based on the placement. It could, based on the numbers here, it could be end up in second place just based on the number. But again, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. Then did I do that? No. So 2, 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. See, it's so close that it can tomorrow number could literally be if Mufasa make it could be anywhere. It could be as close. I want to do the math now. Well, I'm not gonna do that now. I want to do it later. It could be close. It could be. It could be that Mufasa barely take the lead. Could be one of those days barely take the lead. One of them days. But as far as for Sonic, you again you can see it. Past 5 days, three ones, two twos. Past 5 days, three, two threes, a two, a four, and a six. Yeah, yeah. So again, international numbers are not fully in. They are still being calculated. It was just updated. Everything was just updated from Mufasa while I was typing, and wow, it jumped. While I was typing, it jumped and it was over 100 million. like 600 million as of yet. Now, what my prediction for international box office number, which is won't come in to the weekend, perhaps all of it, the total won't come into the weekend. I'm expecting this to go over 400 million. That's what my expecting here. I'm expecting this to maybe jump up to uh 210. It's hard to say because again, but based on previous number internationally. I wish it would do the same thing. Based on previous number internationally, Mufasa has made roughly 10 to 100, 7 to 10 million more than Sonic International. So last week it was 30 to 27. No, 30 to 23. Before that, it was 42 to, I think, like 29, something like that. So I my guess is gonna be like 20 to around 20 to around 10. It's gonna be like 20 to 25 to around for Mufasa to 10 to 15 around that for Sonic. So roughly, I'm saying it's gonna be Mufasa gonna make a roughly 10 million more than Sonic when the international box office numbers come in fully. Is Sonic gonna catch up, make up this massive deficit, this massive loss? No, there's no way. Even it's already gone digital or streaming service, and Mufasa is planning on going streaming next week. And based on the numbers, even based on streaming number, Mufasa can't even beat Sonic's streaming number. If they jump to streaming today or next week, uh, I'm just saying Mufasa is just gonna destroy it. For financials, then I don't see it. So also, before I forget, look how close the weekend box. This is why I say it's hard to tell where it's going to end up because over the weekend box number, Mufasa had 300 million more, roughly. Sir, but that one, look here, look, it was so close. So this is why I'm saying before tomorrow's number come in, if a 300 within 300 million of each other, this is just a weekend out. If tomorrow number come in and that the total for Mufasa is say 300 million more or somewhere like if the difference between the total number is more than 300 million, Mufasa can take the lead. It's a rough guess, but again, over the week is haven't been looking for say Mufasa take bring in let's look at yesterday. Who's in first? Again by no not much more than Mufasa will lead. Yeah, the over time, it's like it's coming close. So if Mufasa make 300 million more tomorrow, which is possible, it can take the lead. It can take the lead. That's the rough estimate. It can make 200 million and still take the lead, but that's the rough estimate now. Uh, like I said, as far as Sonic and Mufasa go, I'm expecting um, Mufasa to make roughly 20 to 25 million international, and Sonic to make roughly 10 to 15 million international by this say by this Sunday, because international numbers are still being calculated. I want to see if anything updated. Don't think it did yet, but I saw this jump. But yeah, Mufasa has crossed 100 million. Now, again, check, double check, go through all of this, and as you can see, Mufasa has taken the lead. And like again, I done the calculation. This is what each move the difference here. Sonic had at the end beginning of the uh, uh, it's okay. Sonic had last Wednesday a roughly what I have it here. For last Wednesday. I hope I didn't actually see that. I believe it was roughly 12 million last Wednesday. Yeah, it was roughly 9 million a few days ago. Then it went down to 8 million recently. Before that, it was roughly 12 million a week ago. Yeah. It was roughly 12 million, a difference of roughly 12 million a week ago. And before that, before the last weekend, it was like 15 million. So this is why I said at the end here, Mufasa can, I said it here, based on the number, Mufasa will pass Sonic at the domestic box office by by next week up to Friday. So by Friday, or over the weekend, Saturday, or by Monday. That was my guess based on the number we had then. All of this. Yeah, like I said, it made around 500 million every day, and the way everything going holding up, this is what it was difference a few days ago. Like yesterday, 2 days ago. This is a number from I calculate from yesterday, but this is based on the numbers from 2 days ago, and you can see it was. This is the domestic box office numbers. It was 18, 12, 2,018,000 to 2 million, 2,019,000. What is the date? 2,020,000. Wait, did I say 2,018,000? 9. So 220 here, 211 here. So in 2 days, it saw a bigger jump. It saw roughly 1 million jump, roughly 1 million. I'm gonna use this because it's bigger. So Fasta jumped up just over 2 million, and Sonic jumped up. The first number here is Sonic. Uh-oh. Just under 1.5 million. I'm like, yeah, that's what it looked like. So again, based on the number, can't deny Mufasa is taking the lead, and by the end of next week, Mufasa will take the lead from Sonic. Also, to the people who keep saying Sonic 3 wasn't open up internationally on certain days, we have the data right here. Look, it was released in Portugal uh, on the 19th. It was released in Norway on the 20th. There's a few other places where it released. A few other places where it was released early. There 19. I think it was UK. Let me see. UK, I think, of the 20th or the 21st. But still 19. I can't find it. Yeah. Oh, and also I'm calculating in these numbers that these number right here. I don't know why they don't have it up. I'm missing. He missing. Here it is. It says 17 here, but I 27. There's another place. I can't remember which one it was, but there's a few other places where it came out sooner than it said officially. But you can see Mufasa came out everywhere fairly close together. Only 2 day difference. Now, I have so many people who say, well, with all of these numbers not calculated in, blah, 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 probably Sonic could easily make the jump and take the lead. You're not gonna make up this large of a difference. Come on. And also, a lot of cases, even though the international numbers are not being calculated there, a lot of these cases, the reason why they are hard to calculate is because they're probably so low that it's it's not really making a big impact overall. So that could be the case. Like, look, see how here people are saying it wasn't released. You have data here showing it was released on the 29th or the 19th. Like, look, came in number 10 or from the weekend of the 19th to the 20th. So you cannot say it was not released here. There's a few other places. I'm gonna check Kingdom because was it in the United Kingdom or somewhere else? I don't remember. There's another place where it was out. I mean, I know Canada it was out. 20th. There was another place that was out on 21st, so I don't remember which one. Portland. One of these, a few of these places, you can click on it, it shows that it was out sooner. Ooh, like people are so like, oh yeah, Turkey is gonna be good, and they come in, yeah, would have made opening. This would have made so far, so 200,000 difference between the two. It wasn't much. That's what I'm saying. The numbers are some of these places are like so low that you can't get the first calculated in right. And sometimes because of that, there's there's not much data, but for the first calculation, but it does see a spike. Is there another one? Yeah, look, it says came out on the 26th, but look, it has all the way back to November. At least the one data was showing all the way back to November. Look at China. Open like this, did this. Let's see how much fast. 15. Oh! Oh! Hong Kong. Let's look at Hong Kong. Oh, that's not good. Hong Kong for oh. Dang. If you don't know Sonic, um home country is Hong Kong. This is where it was originally made, and it's getting daunting. Hong Kong. Like I don't know what the opening was, but if this, it's been what almost a month. No, it's been a month today. Then came out of Hong Kong, and this is what you mean? Sonic is still making, Mufasa is still making more than you from over what? That came out a week before, so a month and a week ago. Yeah, it came out a week after, and Sonic is just getting all in home country. Not can Sonic make up this series? It's possible, but I don't think it will. Because look how like it's so little that it's not really being registered in some places here as first box. Like look, same date, roughly the same. Like it came out in July in here and sorry, January. Why am I saying July? It came out a week ago and it's it didn't even make it what? It didn't even make 50 million more. I mean 50,000 more. So I ain't in my Japan saw a nice little bump, but Japan, yeah, yeah. Like some places sign do have leaks, but it's so few and far between that it's like here, like possibly even gaining there. Like my father's gonna take the lead there. Like worse, lower opening, but right behind it in Australia. Also, you can see it here on for Mufasa as well. Some places were so low, the opening did not register so low. From what I can tell, it's like under 50,000, and that's why it's not registering. Re- registering. Uh, it opened low, but it spiked up. So anyway, that's the data. My guess, as I say it, my guess is by, like I said, my guess is by at the latest Monday. Mufasa will take the knee domestically, and I also updated here. So I'm saying that because Mufasa made 1.5, sorry, 1 point, it made just over 1 million more this past week. It jumped it to 5.4 million overall. And if Mufasa could make 6.4 million more than Sonic next week from today, or from yesterday to next week. So over the weekend, it can make 3 million more. Let's say 3 to 4 million more. You never know over the weekend. What if Sonic does not see like a major jump in placement, Mufasa go back to first place? It can make 6 million more than Sonic, which means Sonic domestic lead by Sunday, which the number should come in by Monday total and everything. Sonic lead can drop down to just over 2 million. Then by that Friday, yeah, by that Friday, Mufasa is gonna take the lead. That's the soonest. By Monday, it's for sure gonna take the lead. So it's possible. Anyway, that's just based on the numbers. Later.